may know. If you don't know him, his name is Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar. I guess he's a doctor. He's a doctor of psychology, I believe. And Umar had something to say regarding just basically Black History Month in general, right? And I wanted to play this for you because I don't agree with Umar on everything. I don't necessarily agree with him on this. I just wanted you guys to hear it. So whatever his opinions are, if you don't agree with that or whatever, don't hurt the messenger. This is for conversation, okay? I think y'all understand that. So let me bring him on over here. Come on over here, Umar. Come on over here, bro. Come here. So let's see what we got here. Now, look, I'm going to warn you right now. If you've never heard Umar speak, he repeats himself a lot. So it's not you. He literally is saying it 3 times, okay? So let me skip ahead a little bit because he'll take a minute.
Father of Negro History Week.
Okay, here we go.
Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Negro History Week.
Starts out with it.
The great and honorable Dr. Carter G. Woodson didn't give us Negro History Week so we can ask the president to celebrate it. He didn't give us Negro History Week so we could ask the white public schools to celebrate it. He didn't give us Negro History Week so we can ask the PWIs to celebrate it. Negro History Week, which turns 99 years old tomorrow. Negro History Week. Which turns yesterday? 99 years old tomorrow.
So he's talking about the origins of Black History Month. So it's not
which turns 99 years old.
Just say it, Umar.
Is about African people celebrating African history. It is about African people celebrating African history. So why do I give a damn that the president said it won't be celebrated no more? Why do I give a damn that the state departments of education said it won't be celebrated no more?
Even though that wasn't
Pan-Africanism is about self-determination. Pan-Africanism is about independence. Pan-Africanism is about do for self. We don't need Donald Trump to celebrate who we are. We don't need the U.S. government to celebrate who we are. We can celebrate who we are all by our Black selves. Let's put Black history back in the Black community. I said, let's put Black history back in the Black community. Is he
going to say it again?
We're going to talk about it tonight at Eastern Michigan University. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow on the first day of the 99th anniversary of Negro History Week. And I'm going to say this right now.
I'm going to speed him up a little bit.
I'm going to say this right now, and I hope the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, that great organization founded by the great and honorable Dr. Carter G. Woodson, I hope you don't think I'm stepping on your toes. In fact, send me an application. I want the Association of Negro Life and History, that great organization founded by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, send Dr. Umar an application. Send me an application. It's time to sign up. Because next year is 100 years of Black History Month.
So next year is 100 years, 99 years now. Hey, Maria, thanks for stopping in the chat. I see you over there. Joseph Kuhn, thank you for stopping in the chat. Yeah, we're about to have a conversation. I just want to let Umar get his piece out. And I just wanted to speak on it briefly if you guys haven't seen this. And, you know, Umar does have some influence. Like, people do watch, pay attention, and listen to him. He does a lot of podcasts. So even if you don't agree with him, you know, it's nice to at least understand and see what his angle is so you know how to approach him on certain subjects and topics. You know what I'm saying? You know where he stands. And I'll give him that. At least you know where he stands.
February the 7th of 2026 will be 100 years of Black History Month. And guess what else, my African family?
What else?
Guess what else, my African family?
What
Next year, America celebrates 250 years old. I said next year, the United States of America celebrates 250 years old. So while Donald Trump is celebrating 250 years of the USA, the American Africans will be celebrating 100 years of Black History Month. I said, let's go toe to toe. I said, let's go toe to toe.
Uh-oh.
I said, let's go toe to toe in 2026 when they celebrating 250 years of slavery, when they celebrating 250 years of dehumanization, when they celebrating 250 years of genocide. We will be celebrating the centennial of the study of African life, history, culture, and civilization. Let's go head to head. And every American African, you must choose which celebration you are going to honor. There are no fence walkers in this movement. There are no fence walkers in this movement. You are either going to celebrate 250 years of the United States with President Trump, or you're going to celebrate 100 years of Black history with the ancestors. Pick a side and stay on it. I said, pick a side and stay on it.
Now,
next year, are you celebrating the land that enslaved your ancestors, or are you going to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of Negro history?
Now, I hear what he's saying, that there are two simultaneous events going on next year, right? I don't agree with the whole pick a side kind of thing. I think you can celebrate America without celebrating slaughtering your ancestors. Just me personally. I think you can do that. I think that you can also honor your ancestors by coming together and celebrating whatever has grown as a result of that time period. So I definitely don't agree with that, but I see what he's saying. What I feel is like, keep that same energy. That's my phrasing for it. Keep that same energy. If you're going to celebrate this, celebrate that. I'm always like them. Like, look, if you're going to be on this side like that, then you need to be on this side like that. If that's how if you feel for both. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to give him another couple of seconds here and see what else he got.
Pick a side and stay on it.
He said pick a side, though.
We got to get back to Garveyism.
I guess we got to pick a side.
We got to get back to Garveyism. We got to get back to Garveyism. So don't be complaining that your slave master don't want to honor your history no more. See, you got two types of Africans.
Right.
You got two types of Africans in Edward Waters University. I'm pulling up February the 13th. HBCU, Edward Waters University. I'm pulling up February the 13th. Where are my Jacksonville, Florida Africans at? Where are my Jacksonville, Florida Africans at? Where are my Jacksonville, Florida Africans at? We have the new date. Edward Waters University, okay. HBCU,
all right,
HBCU, Edward Waters. Let's go, brothers and sisters. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans, my fellow citizens of the great and mighty home of 21st century Pan-Africanism, the Republic of Ghana. Where are my fellow citizens of Ghana at?
All right, he's just doing shout-outs at this point. So that's Umar's speech, and really I just wanted to focus on the whole pick a side argument, which I do understand at least where he's coming from, okay? And I'm just going to be honest. I definitely understand where he's coming from because we don't put as much energy into the stuff that we should put energy into and the stuff that we should be putting energy behind when it comes to celebrating culture and, you know, kind of building things. But I think I have my own opinion as to why that is. And I believe that it's because maybe, just humor me for a second. And if I piss somebody off with this, I'm sorry. But maybe we're not as proud of where we've come as we think we are, which is why we don't celebrate it to the same degree as other things. I know people that celebrate St. Patrick's Day harder than they do Black History Month, right? Or any Black or African or whatever you want to call it events. Martin Luther King Day, whatever it is. There's people that literally will celebrate. They be from DC. They ain't never been to Ireland. They don't know nothing. They have no Irish in their family. But they got on a kilt, green shirt with the shamrock on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Partying. Cinco de Mayo, they got the big sombrero on. They got the poncho looking thing, and they running around and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. People celebrate the hell out of some other stuff, but I don't see people really celebrating, Black History Month overly. Like we just, we talk about it. Like today is Rosa Parks' birthday, but I don't necessarily want to go backwards in Blackness, if that makes sense, right? I've heard that things were pretty rough a while ago, so I do not want to go backwards in Blackness. Now, maybe certain traditions, family, things like that were maybe stronger before. Yeah, Okay, let's get back to that. Family is strong, fathers are doing what they got to do. Like I was talking about mentors and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. But I don't want to go back in blackness because it was rough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it was rough back then. So let's keep it real, Umar. We're not all going to Africa because Africa ain't taking us like that. Like if all of the black people in America decided to go to Africa, Africa would be, no, you would not. They will stop it at the, nope, no, 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 no. Watch. Play with it. So what we're going to get into next is, because I'm really focusing on this role to play mentor thing today, because there is a lot going on. I just wanted y'all to see what happens when somebody doesn't have proper guidance in life. This kid here is named Sean Simpson. He's charged with unaliving another minor, another 16-year-old. And this kid literally drove by and just started firing upon this other kid. It doesn't seem like there was a fight going on at the time or anything like that. I don't know if it was random. But nonetheless, he goes to court to get sentenced. And he's 16 years old. I think he ends up getting a bunch of years. And I wanted y'all to see his reaction and response. If anybody who's out there doing goofy stuff and they're contemplating it and they happen to pop in on this podcast, I want you to see this young man's reaction when he gets these years and think if you can even handle that without having a full-blown heart attack, okay? I think he got like 35 years. So everybody tune in here, because this is what happens when there's not people being mentors. This is what happens when there's not people guiding young men. Because this is a 16-year-old male who, if guided correctly, could have possibly been anything. It looks like he could have been a football player. And I think that they were football players. You see what I'm saying? He could have done something else with his life. Now that's done. That's done. So watch this.
Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment
you see him, he got a baby face too.
That he would not be.
That's your menace to society right there, guys. This baby face guy can't even grow a beard yet. So, like, come on, man. This is not natural. This is not natural. This is something that happens between birth and this 16 years of age, and we are responsible for that. I don't know who's responsible specifically for this child, but somebody's responsible for that. Somebody could have mentored this young man. He probably had a future, at least in football. I heard he was a football player, but he decided to go out and unalive another 16-year-old and wound someone else. And look at this little baby face about to go in there with them big dogs for the next 37. So check his reaction to the sentencing.
Be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant factors, the charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was
realize
something that Sequavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
All right, so I'm going to correct something that I initially said. That wasn't even the sentencing. That was a bond hearing. Now, anybody that understands that particular system understands the bond hearing is really when you're like in front of the judge after they say that they got some charges on you, and if you get bond, you can go home under supervision until your actual court date comes. If you get denied bond, then you got to stay at the jail until that court date. And you'll go up for a few bond hearings. I don't know if this is his first one, but he's 16. You see how he turns soft as shit there? This is your menace to society, turning to baby shit over getting bond denied. He don't even know how many years he's really about to get, at least not in this clip. So I'm not, I thought he must have got like 30 because of the way he reacted. But I don't know why, if you commit these kind of crimes. Hey, Maria, thanks for stopping in too, for real. If you commit these kind of crimes, would you think you're going home on a bond? Like, that doesn't really normally happen to most people. Now, he's young. He probably thought he was going to get away with it. It's going to be a thing. But in this one, no. You got to go. Got to go. So this is just the beginning for him. That's what I wanted to say. I thought this was the ending piece. And so I was already a little confused as to why did they dress him like that for court when he's, about to get some sentencing. The hoodie with the roses or whatever's on it, that just put on a little shirt and tie, man. You know what I'm saying? Tighten it up a little bit. Make them think you give a damn. So, nonetheless, this is a problem. Joseph Kuhn, I see you in the chat. You make a very interesting point regarding the role of fathers. I'm going to give you the big boom for that, because I can say that, but I can't talk about the interference that happens a lot on the other side. The lack of good communication between co-parents, stuff like that, and then the kid ends up hating life, not knowing that they have so much more to live for than a little bit of time that they'll be under their parents' wing. I personally believe that sons should be with their fathers, unless their father's a total piece of crap or something and just really can't handle the situation. But I'm talking about a working guy that's out here doing his thing. Sons need to see that. And if they don't see that, a lot of times they end up in the position of this kid, because they live in an environment where things are being handed to them that they're not earning, and they're not even learning about the reward system of life. These are the people that would be afraid of merit-based hiring. You see what I'm saying? Because they haven't done nothing to earn anything yet. And it's because they're coming up under the wing of people who a lot of people just don't want to put the time into their children. And I hate to say it, sons do better with their dads. So y'all can hate me for that. Whatever. It's statistically proven, so go talk to the stats. You know what I'm saying? But this don't have to happen. I firmly believe that with the right tools and conflict resolution, these kind of things don't have to happen. One child is gone for good. The other one's going to be gone in jail for good, sucking money out of his family for commissary for the next 30 years. Come out with absolutely no skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. So I know we're getting into some serious conversation there. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all go ahead and discuss. That's what this channel is for. We're purging the BS over here. So